We are live from Greensfelder Recreational Complex here at Queenie Park. So good to be back in St. Louis after 2 road trips, back-to-back weekends for the Stars. They took home the tournament championship in South Bend. Didn't do so well in Kansas City last weekend, but finished on a high note with a 9-2 victory over the KC Saints after very, very tight 1-goal losses against the KC Stars and the Des Moines Junior Bucks. The Stars almost came back from a 2-goal deficit with under 30 seconds to go. They scored with 18 seconds to cut the lead to 2-1, and then on the following face-off, won the draw, pushed into the zone, and got 2 great looks at the goal. And had they tied that game, it would have pushed them into the championship game. They just needed a draw. They would have gone through on goal differential, but they could not get that final goal. It would have been an incredible comeback to score 2 goals in the final 18 seconds to get through to that championship game. Couldn't do it, however, so they ended up playing. They finished the weekend on a high note with a 9-2 victory there. Today, they get a scrimmage against the 9U AA St. Louis Knights. So this is a team that is considered Tier 2 hockey here, if you're not familiar with Missouri hockey infrastructure. So if a Kirkwood kid wanted to go up to the AA level, we are districted for the Knights. So this Knights team has Kirkwood kids. It also has kids who come from the Rockets program. It also has kids from the Chesterfield program. But this one is more than just a scrimmage today, as Ryan Gale will be skating for the 9U Knights. He is the younger brother of Kirkwood center Liam Gale, who is, of course, also a son of head coach for Kirkwood, Wes Gale. So it's all in the family here today. Big sibling rivalry on the ice tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, as we'll have the A1 double matchup against AA, the 10U matchup against 9U. No matter how you slice it, there's different ways to look at this, but I'm sure the big attention will be the Gale household, of course. Also have a little bit of celebrity star power here with Maverick Ott on the ice, son of now associate coach for the Blues, who was a former player as well. So I'm sure there's a lot of St. Louis fans familiar with Steve Ott in his playing days and current coaching days. So, you know, that's a name that always draws some attention when you get Maverick Ott on the ice. But we're ready here to go here. I know we're battling some music for the audio. I got a little note about the Wi-Fi connection not being super great, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can see through the net, and hopefully we stay live the whole afternoon here. Just a scrimmage as far as the standing goes. We are ready to drop the puck. It is on the ice. Kirkwood gaining possession across the blue line, but it's whistled offsides. Looks like we got someone from the Knights family doing audio tonight. So we'll have music and sound effects the whole way through, as Kirkwood brings it back into the zone. Knights skating it out across the center line with room from the wing. High shot goes wide. Sending it around behind the net. Patrick Brady picks it up on the far boards. It's kept in at the blue line by the Knights. Got Liam battling it for it in the corner as the Stars send it out. No, the Knights keep it in at the blue line again. Liam getting it out to center ice where Knights take over. Charlie protecting the blue line for Kirkwood as it gets whistled for offsides. So we also have a different personnel on the ice for Kirkwood today, who is missing Harry Miller and T-Bone Finley. They are both out of town today, so Kirkwood is skating short-handed. They did get a fill-in from the A2 team. That is Zach Schultz. He's wearing number 75 for the Stars. The call-up from A2 as David skates it in and wraps it around the board. So a few different jerseys out there for Kirkwood today, as the Knights skated out of their own zone across center ice, gaining the blue line. Kirkwood defense is there, but Knights skate through it back to the end boards. Oh, close shot comes in on Rory. She is there for the save, as David gets it ahead to Shapiro, breaking out of the zone. Puck goes to the far boards, where the Knights slap it back in. Kirkwood sends it around. Knights keeping it in. David breaking out now, getting past the defense, has some room. Oh, loses control of the puck. Knights take back over. That's Maverick Ott with the puck, getting it across the blue line. As there's Schultz, number 75 sweater for Kirkwood. The call up from A2 this morning. I'm told he is a speedy player who will be very much in the mix here today. The eval between not that big of a jump for them. There's so many kids in Kirkwood that splitting the teams is like splitting hairs. As Patrick Brady exits the zone. Knights controlling those exits from Kirkwood pretty well here. They've really dominated the neutral zone. Every time Kirkwood tries to break out, a Knight seems to be there in the center ice as the Knights come in close. Great glove save by Rory. Knights getting a shot right in front of the crease, but the glove is there as Rory keeps us scoreless here in the first period. 9:03 to go. Shapiro taking the draw with Harry Miller out of town. He's a typical center for Kirkwood, so looks like Shapiro will be getting some time in the face-off circle today for the Stars, as Charlie carries it out, looking for a pass, but really nobody available. Knights again doing a great job dominating the neutral zone. A centering pass comes into the far post. Shot comes in, but it stays out as Rory covers. So Knights getting the better of this one early here. Like I said, dominating the loose pucks in the neutral zone. Every time Kirkwood comes out on an exit, a Knight seems to be there, sending it back in. Kirkwood did win the first matchup between these two teams, 5-2 back in October. That was a long time ago, though, 3.5 months. Both of these teams have probably come a long ways from where they were back then. So this could be a completely different game than we saw in the early part of the season. Knights sending it forward. Looks like Daw is there, sending it back up to George. Carries it across the blue line and wraps it around into the corner behind the goal now, where Liam picks it up, passes it back to David, wrapping it all the way around to the far boards. That's Schultz. Schultz getting back on the puck, looking for a pass, shooting now. Glove by the Knights goalie. So another point of comparison for these teams is that the Knights have got to play 2 games against the same KC Stars team that Kirkwood saw in Kansas City this past weekend. The Knights won both of those contests. So this is going to be a tough matchup, even though it's 10U versus 9U. Kirkwood did get that 5-2 win over the Knights in October. This is by no means a mismatch, as the Knights take over in their own zone, now exiting to neutral ice. Broken up by Patrick Brady at the blue line. They go back and forth, and now an offsides is called. Knights also have 4 wins against the 9U AA St. Louis Sting, who Kirkwood also beat on the early side of their schedule. And the Knights have a win against the A1 Merrimack Sharks, who again Kirkwood has also beat as well. This 9U Knights has played to 2 losses against the St. Peter's A1 team, which has a 1-1-1 record against Kirkwood. So you can see that this is a pretty close matchup on paper. Both teams battling through the neutral zone. It comes back in the Kirkwood side of the ice. They get it out. More ping pong on the far boards as we get another whistle for offsides. Both teams going for the change here. And that is, looks like David in the face-off circle. So they're going to mix up the positions here today with the scrimmage. Give kids experience at positions they're not used to playing. You know, David has gotten some face-off draws, especially early in the season. He would typically be the center on the penalty kill. Whenever Kirkwood was shorthanded, he typically stood in the face-off circle for Kirkwood. So he has some experience taking those face-offs. I'll see how many more times he gets in there today. As the Knights send it all the way back to Rory. She'll get a nominal save for that one. Keeps it live. That's dangerous. Thought there was more time, but the forecheck came in from the Knights. And they do the same back on the other end. Stopping it but not covering it. Keeping the play going. As Shapiro gets a pass. Carries it in. Stopped by the Knights defense. As they look to exit, sending it high off the glass. Nope, it came out, did not keep it in, and Kirkwood is whistled for offsides. Both teams changing again here. We got Liam Gale at the face-off dot for Kirkwood, typical center there. He's got Charlie and Schultz on the wings. Daw back at defense with George. So Daw started out the season playing almost exclusively defense, and just about a little over a month ago was switched back up to forward, switching spots with David, who was a typical forward. David moves back to defense, Daw goes up to forward. So seeing Daw back on the D line with George, it's a familiar spot for him. As the Knights win the draw, Daw sends it all the way on goal, sliding it along the ice. Battling it on the far boards. And now Knights have the exit across the blue line into Kirkwood territory. As Kirkwood wraps it around behind the net, up the far boards. Knights come in. Send it back down. Oh, great centering pass by the Knights, and Rory is there again. She has made several spectacular saves already here in the first period, keeping us scoreless as George skates it to the far end. Liam on the rebound. Great counterattack from Kirkwood after Rory made an amazing save. And here come the Knights again. And we have an offsides whistle. So Rory getting some early work here, has had several close-in looks from the Knights, getting some great centering passes that have opened up extremely dangerous shots right in front of the crease, right there in the low slot. She has been solid early, keeping us scoreless, covering now. Just really outstanding positioning from Rory to always be in the right spot when they get those quick look passes to get a shot just right in front of the net there. Nice play by Robo to break it out of the zone. Shapiro looked like he had a chance to get free, but falls down at the blue line, and the Knights come the other way. Wrapping it around the boards. Knights still have it. David breaks it up, skating it out himself. All the way across the blue line now. David still on the puck. It gets loose, and the end boards. David back on it. Still fighting for it, sticking with it. Comes back to Blake at the point, sends it back in deep, and Knights send it right back to Blake. Knights have it in the corner. Now they're on it, looking to get out. Defense keeps them in. Knights finally exit the zone, but Bodie has it, looking to skate back in for Kirkwood. Sends a high fluttering shot that's gloved by the Knights defense. Bodie with 2 goals in a single game in Kansas City. He's got that heavy wrist shot, but when he gets time and space in the offensive zone, look out, he can fling it. He's really come on. His scoring has picked up for the Stars of late. I think he's at 9 goals for the season now after getting a couple goals in Kansas City and South Bend. As the puck comes all the way to Kirkwood's zone for icing. Liam in the face-off circle for Kirkwood. He's got Charlie and Patrick Brady on the wings as George takes it to the point, sending it back up, keeping it in for Kirkwood. As the puck goes into the corner, Knights on the puck, but nowhere to go. Charlie has it now in the corner. Oh, he misses it. As the Knights get back on it, Liam coming in to help out. Nice move by Liam. Centering pass. Gets Charlie in the slot right on top of the crease, but he can't put it in the goal. Great pass from Liam. Charlie back on the puck. Good pressure from Kirkwood here on this shift. As, George tried to keep it in. Knights break out. And there's some congestion there in the neutral zone. Back and forth they go. And now George skating away with it across the blue line. Trying to get around the defense. As the Knights get a stick on it and they go sliding into the end boards. Now Schultz battling for the puck. As it comes out to David, gathering it in his own zone. Wheeling around, looking for a pass. Finds Schultz in the neutral zone. It's broken up by the Knights. And the Stars are whistled for offsides. 1:16 to go here in the first period. We are still scoreless, thanks mostly to Rory Murray in net for the Kirkwood Stars. But Kirkwood getting some close-in looks themselves, with Liam passing to Charlie right on top of the crease. But just like Rory, the Knights goalie was there for the save. As Schultz and David battle for it for Kirkwood. Getting it across to now Robo, who has some room. Shooting. Great save by the Knights goalie. Batting it down with the glove. Puck goes behind the net. As the Knights send a long exit pass. Slides all the way into Kirkwood's zone, but it won't get to the end line. So no icing, as here comes the Knights forecheck. The far board, sending it back to the point. Centering pass is intercepted by Robo, but Knights regain control. Skating in, looking for the shot, it goes wide. Pile up behind the net. Rory guarding the post. David now looking for the exit, turns it over. Here come the Knights. Now Blake, and the period runs out here, 0-0. Very competitive first period. Knights started out very strong, dominating the early possession and pressure, creating multiple dangerous chances right in front of Kirkwood's net. Great passing in the offensive zone by the Knights, finding players camped out right in front of the crease, but they could not get it past Rory. Then Kirkwood picking up some pressure of their own there at the end of the period, doing almost the exact same thing, getting possession, creating pressure, finding the pass to the front of the net. But just like Rory, the Knights goalie was there and we stay scoreless. So I mentioned Harry Miller and T-Bone Finley out of town for Kirkwood. Those are two of Kirkwood's top 4 point leaders this season. Harry Miller leading the Stars with 47 goals. And T-Bone up in the high teens himself. Also, both big playmakers on the assist column. So that's a lot of offense missing for Kirkwood, with Zach Schultz filling in from the A2 squad. As the offsides call brings it back out to the neutral zone. Liam taking the draw for Kirkwood. Patrick Brady and Shapiro on the wings. George and Daw on defense. Shapiro carrying it forward. Turning it around, sending it back in the zone. As they go behind the net. Out to Daw at the point, sends it, it was a shot that turned into a pass, finding Brady right in the slot. The shot goes wide though, we stay scoreless. Liam getting a look now from the face-off circle. As the Knights find the exit, have a little bit of a break here. They wheel around to reload, falling down at the blue line. He gets back up, keeps it in, sends it down. Over. As Rory needs to make a pad save there. Kirkwood still trying to break out. They find the exit pass. That's Shapiro at center ice, but he loses the handle. And it slides behind the Knights net. Back up along the boards as Kirkwood coming in on a change. Knights reload behind their own net. Still on the puck, carrying it out. David keeps it in, comes the other way. Battling for it in the corner, David sends it back out. No one's at the point though. Bodie comes in late from the bench on a change. Now Charlie on the far post. Puck slides through the crease, but it stays out. And here's Charlie trying to take it back. Schultz picks it up. Carries it into the zone. Now, in the corner, looking for the pass. Oh, he had Charlie in the slot, but it didn't get through to him. As the Knights carried out. All the way coast to coast here. Oh, another nice pass from the Knights into the slot. Couldn't connect. As the puck slides over to the far boards, they wheel it around behind the goal. Bodie's going to pick it up in the corner. Passes to Charlie. It's intercepted. Coming the other way, the Knights. Now long bouncing shot. Rory swings it aside. It goes in the corner, and we have an arm in the air for tripping. So that looks like Blake Warfel going into the box for Kirkwood as the first penalty of the game. As Kirkwood goes on the penalty kill. Liam skating into the face-off circle for Kirkwood. George, the lone defenseman. Shapiro giving pressure at the point. Shot comes in all the way to Rory. No problem for her. Liam carrying it out now for Kirkwood. Gets it to the goalie, who keeps it out. 1:09 left on the Blake Warfel penalty. But Kirkwood will get an offensive zone face-off here, shorthanded. Looks like Daw on the wing, Shapiro on the other. Liam sends it back into the corner for Shapiro, who sends it behind the goal. Nobody there for Kirkwood. George keeping it in at the blue line. Now the Knights carry it out with some space into the zone. Soft shot. Rory keeps it out. Liam skating it away from danger. Puck comes back into the corner. Daw sends it, but it's essentially a pass to the point for the Knights. Oh, diving attempt by Liam. He misses it. Now shooting off the bar, down into the goal. Knights score on the power play, taking a 1-0 lead. Liam laid out, diving to try to break up the horizontal pass along the blue line. He did not get a stick on it, so it comes over to the other Knights defender, who sends it back into danger, and a shot goes off the bar, down into the goal. Knights lead 1-0, 8:06 left in the second period here on the power play goal. Robo carrying it in for Kirkwood. Centering pass for Kirkwood as the Knights send it out to the neutral zone. Blake picks it up fresh out of the box. Passes it to the weak side. There's David on the wing, skating in, shooting. It goes wide. David getting some time back on offense today as the Knights coming the other way, shutting down the attack. But the Knights steal the pass. That's Ryan Gale. He sends it out to the point. Long shot coming in, bouncing. It was deflected. Rory's there. The defense clears the danger, but the Knights send it back down. As Ryan Gale picks it up behind the net. Centering. Rory there again. As David carries it out. Centering pass to Robo. Knights break it up. They have it coming the other way. With room. They kind of run into each other there, and Kirkwood sends it out. Knights back on the puck. Sending it to the weak side. Knight falls down. Kirkwood comes the other way. That's Schultz on the puck. The A2 call-up looking to shoot. Into the glove for the goalie. 6:19 left in the second period. Knights lead 1-0 on the power play goal. Liam taking another face-off for Kirkwood. He's been busy in the circle today for the Stars. Schultz and Charlie on the wings. George and Daw on defense. As the Knights come the other way with speed, the shot is blocked and skates softly to the end boards. As Charlie has it now, skating through the neutral zone, passing, it gets to Schultz, but he's shut down. Knights sending it out. George is there. He keeps it in, but it squirts out to the neutral zone. Charlie sends it in. Forecheck coming in for Kirkwood here. That's Schultz. George holding the line. Knights sending it out now. Stars protect their own blue line as both teams battle for possession in the neutral zone. Now the Knights gain entry into the zone. As Daw sends it up the boards into a Knights change. Knights have it, centering pass. It gets loose. That could have been dangerous. As two players battle for it in the near boards. Puck squirts loose, Knights pick it up, skating into the slot. Can't get it. .447, as you can see on the board there. Knights leading 1-0. They scored on a power play goal earlier this period. As David will take the face-off for the Stars. It goes back to the Knights. Shot is blocked, and David skating it out. Bouncing it off the boards. It goes all the way to Robo. Looked like he was in behind the defense, but couldn't get the handle on the puck, and the Knights come the other way. Skating it all the way in across the blue line. Centering pass, but nobody's there for the Knights. Blake battling for it in the corner. Now David comes away with it, pushes it at a shot. Could have had Robo in the slot on the centering pass there. The shot comes in, no problem for the goalie. .407 here left in the second period. Knights leading the Stars 1-0. As Brady gets it over to Schultz. Tries to center it. Liam's got it behind the goal now, into the corner. Back out to Schultz, into the face-off circle. Shot, oh! The Knights goalie squeezes the arm, standing up and catching the puck. That looked a little bit more tricky than it needed to be, but the puck does stay out. The Knights keep their 1-0 lead. Liam taking the draw for Kirkwood. Pressured by Schultz. Knights still coming out. Get it to the neutral zone. Skating in. Pass goes too far and Kirkwood comes the other way. That's Schultz at the blue line. Knights come back into the zone. Skating with it into the corner. Looking for the pass. Nobody's home. Patrick Brady picks it up on the far boards. Now Liam skating it into the zone. Knights send it out. Daw sends it in for offsides. .310 left in the period. Knights lead 1-0. David in the face-off. Well, it's not a face-off circle, just the face-off dot there in the neutral zone. He's got Shapiro on the wing with Charlie. Daw and George back to their old defensive pairing. As they battle for it in the corner. David comes away with it, sends it ahead to Charlie, who has some room. He gets to the puck and sends it in deep for Kirkwood, all the way behind the net, where the Knights pick it up. Nice exit pass at the blue line, but it gets away and Daw sends it back forward for Kirkwood. Right along the line. They clear, David skates it in. On the wing. Still on the puck. David tries, he gets it out to George. Top of the face-off circle, shot comes in off a leg. And it goes all the way to the far boards. Charlie sends it back down. Blake trying to hold the blue line. Oh, the horizontal pass comes out. Knights back on the puck, sending it forward, where Kirkwood picks it up in its own zone. Loose puck all the way to the end boards on the Knights side. 2-on-1, Knights battling for it in the corner, sending it all the way to the other end for icing. 1:32 left in the second period. Knights lead 1-0. Power play goal early in the period here for the Knights, and that is the difference. Rory has not been as busy as she was early in this one after that power play goal went in. Kirkwood picking up the pressure, evening this contest out as far as possession goes, but they still trail 1-0. Patrick Brady picks it up. Tries to find Liam at the blue line. It gets by him and all the way to the other end. Knights pick it up, no icing. Liam is going to take a penalty here. So the Knights picked it up behind their own net and then changed directions right as Liam was coming in. He got the arms on the numbers and gets called. Knights have their second power play on the second penalty of the game. They scored on the first time they had the man advantage, and that is the difference here today so far. See if Kirkwood can do a better job on the penalty kill this time around. They did get some offensive pressure the last time they were shorthanded, as David skating it, sending it into deep into the zone behind the net. And here comes Ryan Gale for the Knights. Puck is loose. George sending it forward. Schultz skating on the pressure. Still battling for possession in the neutral zone as it slips in to the Knights side of the ice. They have it with lots of time behind their own net. Passing it forward. Up to Ryan Gale, gaining the blue line. Tries to center it. It goes behind the attacker. Pass comes back out to the point. George has it now. Skating it forward, gaining some speed across the center line. Beats a defender. He's got one more to beat, but the clock runs. As the second period ends, Knights still leading 1-0 and on the power play for 31 more seconds into the third. So on that first power play, early in the second period, Kirkwood did get some offensive pressure shorthanded, even earned a face-off in the offensive zone. But right after the Knights came out, exiting their zone, coming the other way, is when they scored on the other end. Similar looking, get in to the offensive zone shorthanded, getting some pressure. And George, right there as the period ended, beat a defender at center ice. Had one more to beat in the offensive zone. Clock runs out on him though. He's skating away from the scoreboard. Couldn't see the timer. Gets a shot off right after the horn. It was saved anyway. We stay 1-0 Knights at the start of the third period. 30 seconds of power play for the Knights to start this final frame as Charlie on the puck at center ice sends it in deep for Kirkwood. Knights have it. Coming the other way. Lots of space to skate out themselves. Sends it across the ice. Nice little move at the blue line. It goes behind Kirkwood's net. Charlie there. Tries to get a stick on it. Now Liam picking it up in the face-off circle. Fresh out of the box. Kirkwood back to full strength. Charlie has it at the blue line for Kirkwood. Sends it all the way down for icing. So Kirkwood now back to full strength, trailing 1-0 with 12:04 left in the game. It's been a much tighter contest than the 5-2 victory the Stars had against the same team in October, as the Knights win the draw into the slot, but the shot is blocked before it can go anywhere. Enzo now at center ice, passing it to Patrick Brady. Skates across the blue line. Can't get a shot away before it's broken up. He gets back on the puck where the Knights win it. David coming in as the Stars trying to get back into the zone here. Knights guarding the blue line well. Here come the Stars now. Knights have it with space behind the net, changing directions. Coming back up those same boards. A nice pass into the center. As Daw breaks it up at the other end for Kirkwood. Puck leaks out into the Knights zone where they collect it. Come back up through the neutral zone. Nice move by the Knight. Forward, gets a shot, it's blocked. As Patrick Brady sends it around the boards, up to Robo. Looks for the George coming out, but it's blocked. And the Knights have it with lots of space in their own zone as Kirkwood goes for a change. Now that center ice, Stars send it back in. Knights have a little bit of a break here. Kirkwood D is on it. That's Blake pushing it forward, up to Shapiro. It gets by him. No icing. Knights on the puck behind their own net, changing directions. Shapiro with the nice forecheck. Picks up the puck, passing it back into the face-off circle. Not much of a shot there for Kirkwood, though, as the puck slides all the way to Kirkwood's end for icing. Little bit of a chance there for Kirkwood in the offensive zone. Some nice passing. Didn't get much of a shot away, though. As Liam skating into the face-off circle for Kirkwood. They'll have Schultz and Shapiro on the wings. Daw and George on defense. Comes back to Daw at the point, who shoots it. Puck is loose. Liam tried to pick it up in the crease. Knight still on the puck, though. Shapiro with it now, trying to find the exit. He can't. George blocks a pass. He's still on the puck, skating with speed into the zone. Wheels around and doesn't do much with it. Here comes Daw on the pinch, sending it forward. I think that hit the post. Oh, puck comes to Schultz on the far post. Can't get the handle. As the puck slides innocently into the crease. Stick to side. Daw at the point now. Shooting. It's gloved down by a Knights defender. They pick up a pass. Skating it out now across the center line. Stars defense shuts down the attack. Pass comes forward to Shapiro. He's across the blue line as there's an offsides whistle against Stars. 1-0 Knights, 8:41 left to go. Kirkwood looking to get on the scoreboard here as the Knights come the other way. Shot goes wide behind the goal. Charlie getting a stick on it. Knights send it in deep. But Knights are back on it, sending it back in. As Bodie backhands it forward to Charlie. They battle for it on the near boards. David has it now, coming the other way, across the blue line. Behind the defense, but in the corner. Loses the puck now. It comes out to Blake, who sends a long shot. Rebound attempt, backhand. It goes wide. That was Patrick Brady on the far post. Nice look for Kirkwood. Knights skating it out now. All the way to the other end. Looking to shoot. Oh, it's in the goal. What a shot. Short angle from the Knights on the wing. Just as Kirkwood was getting some more pressure, Knights come in on the counter attack, skating end to end. Had a really short angle there, but find the upper 90 on the far post and take a 2-0 lead with 7:32 left in the game. Kirkwood was really coming on strong this period, getting the better of the possession and pressure. The counters. Nice quick answer from Kirkwood, cutting the lead in half. It's 2-1, Knights leading. As I was just saying, the Stars were having the better of this period. Lots of possession, lots of pressure, even generating a few dangerous looks. Knights score on a counterattack. I think it's a very similar looking shot even. Getting the puck into the upper 90 on the far post. And here he comes again. In the corner, sending it on goal. Knights have it, but here comes the forecheck. Robo behind the net, looking for the wraparound. Knights have it on the far boards, skating it out into the neutral zone. Shut down by George with the sticks with it, and the offsides. George got just enough a stick on it. It came out of the zone, and the Knights brought it back in. They were offsides. So 2-1 Knights, 6:44 left to go here as the Stars finally get on the scoreboard. Missing two of their top scorers, having some trouble generating offense today. As Ott has it in the slot, sends it a pass behind the net. Centering pass comes out. Charlie's there to pick it off. Tries to get it to Schultz at the center line, misses him. And the Knights have it at center ice. Coming across the blue line. Tries to center it. David picks it off. He's got room to skate. All the way to the other end. David's still on the puck. Into the corner. Wrapping it around behind the goal. Gets a wraparound shot onto the pads of the goalie. And the puck comes all the way to the other end. David skating out of his own defensive zone. Coast to coast and getting a wraparound attempt. But the puck stays out. Shot is blocked and covered. Great pass from David there, crossing it all the way to Charlie into the far face-off circle. He had an open look, but the Knights goalie was up to the test as the Knights keep their 2-1 lead with 5:34 to go here in the game. Kirkwood putting on the pressure, trying to tie it. Shot comes in deep from Liam. Knights goalie is there again. We'll do it all over here. Same face-off circle. Shapiro taking the draw. Knights winning it. Back to Liam at the point. He sends it down. Shapiro has it. Puck bounces around, and Knights are coming out. Liam stopping the attack at center ice. Knights sticking with it. Patrick Brady coming the other way for Kirkwood. Gaining the blue line, but the Knights send it right back out. Has some room to skate. Centering pass into the slot. Stays with it. Oh, that was more dangerous than I thought it would be, but Rory keeps it out. As now George skating with speed through the neutral zone. To the other end, beating his defender. Centering it. Patrick Brady picks it up in the slot. Can't get a shot. As the Knights send it behind the goal. Shapiro on the wing. Centering it to Liam. Sends it back to Shapiro, who shoots it from the boards. Not much of a shot there. Easy work for the Knights goalie, who gloves it to keep the 2-1 lead. 5:29 left to go here at Queenie Park. David in the face-off circle for Kirkwood takes and wins the draw. Oh, here's a whistle. Not sure what the issue is here. Clock is at 5 minutes now exactly. David takes the draw again. Now wins it in the corner. Looking for a pass. Sends a wraparound all the way to the point. Knights take over. They come with speed into the zone. Centering it into the slot. Nobody's there. Comes back out to the point. Long shot is blocked. Back in. So we'll come back out to the neutral zone for the face-off. As Liam will take the draw for Kirkwood. Shapiro sends it forward. Now Robo breaking through. Only one defender to beat. Liam's open in the slot. He's there. Oh, had a stick on it, but couldn't get the shot off. Great pass from Robo in the crease. Got to his tape, but when he went for the shot, he couldn't lift it. And it slid innocently past the post on the wrong side for Kirkwood. And the Knights keep their 2-1 lead. 4:18 left to go. Liam takes the draw. Knights have it. Badaw keeps it in, sends it back down to Shapiro. Knights winning it in the corner. Daw keeping it in again. Sends it down behind the net. Shapiro has it on the wraparound. Now wheeling around, top of the slot. Still on the puck, Shapiro. It goes behind the goal. Robo's there. As the Knights skating with it on the far boards. Kirkwood keeps it in. That's George. Now the Knights break out. 1-on-1. Oh, great move. And Rory's there for the save. What a move from the Knights forward. Got past the last defender for Kirkwood. Slick stick handling, but Rory's there for the save. As the pass comes out to Liam at center ice. Knights pick it up. Skating with speed into the zone. Long shot. Blocker saved by Rory. Here's Patrick Brady on the forwards up. Knights back on the puck. Oh, Brady picks it up. Turnover at center ice. He comes in on the wing. Couldn't find a shot, so turns around, gets at the Daw. They're still battling it forward in the near boards. Puck leaks out. Back on the Kirkwood side. All the way for icing. 2:39 left in this game. 2-1 Knights lead. They had an scoreless tie. Then they traded goals just seconds apart from each other, almost carbon copies on the shots. And we are 2-1 here. Knights leading this scrimmage. But Kirkwood has gotten much more possession and pressure this period, looking to tie things up. Schultz trying to find Charlie, can't get it to him. Puck stays in the zone. Puck now comes out to Charlie. He's taken down. Knights coming the other way. Skating in, it's broken up. David has it. Exit pass to Charlie at center ice. It misses him. Knights back on it. Now Bodie breaking out of the zone. Charlie there again at center ice for Kirkwood. Again, it's stolen by the Knights. Coming the other way. Gaining the blue line. David now picking up the loose puck. Carrying it across center ice. Dumps it in deep for Kirkwood. It goes behind the net. David following his own pass. Tries to get back on it in the far corner. Knights skating it around. As David picking it up again. Wrapping it around. Nobody's there. Bodie skates over, sends it in deep. But the Knights are on the puck. Exit pass to the blue line. Has some room across the neutral zone. Looking for a teammate. Has to just put it down into the corner behind the net now. Pass comes up to Robo. Can he get by him? Turn on the Jets, Robo. Here he goes. Robo still on the puck in the corner. Liam coming in to help. We're under a minute to go here at Queenie Park. Can Kirkwood get the equalizer? It comes out to George at center ice. Stars reload. Pressing for the equalizer as the Knights goalie reaches for it in the crease to cover. 25 seconds left to go. The net is empty for Kirkwood. They've got 6 skaters. Pressing for the equalizer here. Liam taking the draw. Daw stepping up. Shot is blocked. Looking for a pass. It's picked off. Stars still keeping it in. Shapiro on the puck. 10 seconds to go. We've got a whistle with 8.8 on the clock. Kirkwood doing a great job of keeping the puck in, keeping the pressure going. As we hear Freddie Mercury singing about it. Heavy pressure from the Stars, but can't find the equalizer. Liam takes the draw. It goes all the way to the far post. Robo is there, now behind the net. Centering pass. Oh, Liam was there. And the clock runs out on this one. Knights win, but not without a fight from Kirkwood. They were pressing all period long to get that equalizing goal. Just could not break through. The Knights started out with most of the puck in the first period, always clogging up the neutral zone every time Kirkwood came out, sending it back in. But Rory was busy in her crease, stopped several early power play goal in the second for the 1-0 lead. Then the two teams traded goals just seconds apart from each other. Looked like carbon copies on the shot at both ends. Short angle shots finding the upper 90 on the far post. It went 2-1 into the third, where Kirkwood definitely had the better period. Lots of possession, lots of pressure from the Stars, but just could not break through for the equalizing goal. And the Knights steal this one 2-1. So the Gale household is at a draw this season as the Stars won round 1, 5-2 back in October. Ryan Gale, little bro, gets game 2 against his older brother Liam and his dad Wes on the other bench. 2-1 Knights for this scrimmage. We'll have a trip across the river to McKendree facing the Northwest Arkansas Junior Ice Hogs tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning early, puck drop for the Stars back into league play. I'll have the preview, but a little teaser. Depending on how other league games go tomorrow, the Stars have a chance to clinch the top seed and first round playoff bye. They'll need help, they'll need to win, and they'll need help from some other games, but a clinching scenario is in play for Kirkwood tomorrow, depending on how several games go. Playing the Northwest Arkansas Junior Ice Hogs as we get set for the climax of the season. Next week we'll have the second place Sharks and third place Rockets. And then after President's Day weekend break from league play, it'll be Blue Note Cup time. So we had a scrimmage today, and we're playing the Ice Hogs tomorrow, and then we're into the high climax of the season as early as next week. We'll be on the call for all of that. You can follow me here on Facebook as we say goodbye from Queenie Park.